Hello everybody and welcome to the Velocity Racing League here live from the Pocono Raceway. We all thank you so much for joining us here tonight, choosing the High Speed Racing Network as your form of sim racing entertainment. Here tonight we have just over a minute left here in practice. This is the 15th race of the 2021 season for the Velocity Racing League. We unfortunately were not able to broadcast the Charlotte 300 last week at Charlotte, but we are back again this week, and it should be a fun one here, Jared.
Yeah, for sure, Pocono. Tricky racetrack. Obviously, they call it the tricky triangle. 3 different corners here. Very fast, long straightaways. You'll see these guys go 3, 4, maybe even 5 wide on restarts here tonight. Pocono's a very fun track. Very unique track, of course, and definitely no other track on the schedule like this one. And it should be a very entertaining race for sure. 100 laps here tonight at this big 2.5 mile triangle shaped track. So should be a pretty fun one tonight.
Yeah, like you said, 100 laps. It's going to be a long race here tonight, and it's the old version of Pocono, not the not the one that we're typically used to. So I've run both versions with both of these cars, and it's different. I'll say that this version is definitely handles different and drives different than the smoother surface that we're used to at this racetrack. So we'll see if that plays a factor in how the racing is, but definitely should be a fun race to watch, as this will complete practice, and then we then we will head into qualifying here. 5 minutes, 2 laps for each driver, and now here we go. Let's take a look and wait for a driver to head out onto the track so we can watch them here. And I believe Howie Briss is now on the racetrack. Yep, there he is, heading out to make his time.
Yeah, and Howie Briss, you talk about we didn't broadcast a Charlotte last week, but Howie Briss did win last week, and then he won a few weeks back at Dover. So Howie Briss kind of on a little bit of momentum here with a couple wins here recently in the last month or so, and looking to continue that success here tonight at Pocono. A couple of guys here tonight so far not in the field that we're used to seeing. I don't see James Miller here tonight. Second in points coming into tonight. So that's going to be a big loss for him and a big gain for that 7 car of Quentin Warman.
Actually, James Miller is here.
My bad. I thought I didn't see him for a second. Okay.
He's actually heading out on the racetrack right now. But yeah, he is here, Jared. Yeah, so we'll see if he's able to put in a fast time here. And something I want to point out, kind of noticing a few new faces here. For example, Matthew Fitz, driving the number 2. I'm not sure if he raced last week at Charlotte, but he is a new face to the league. So welcome, Matthew, to the league. We'll see what kind of pace he has here. And then another guy we hear is the number 61 of Keith Lai, heading down the back straightaway.
Yeah, it looks like I'm looking at, Matthew Fitz did race at Charlotte last week, so making another start here tonight at Pocono.
So I believe this would be his second start then. I believe he's coming around to complete his first time. Tony Hilbrand, sorry, I almost called him Tony Stewart, coming by the start-finish line to complete his first lap. Runs a 56.9. Howie Briss goes to the top of the board so far, 56.8. But now Quentin Warman to the top with a 56.6.
Yeah, and we see this time and time again. I mean, Quentin's got 4 poles this season. Not the most, though. Aaron Smith, who, now I know for sure Aaron, he is not here tonight. I do not see him on the board. He's got 7 poles this year, so Quentin trying to catch up to him here. With that, as he puts on a really nice lap, backing up that practice time with a 56.6. And as we see a lot of times, pretty big gap to second, third, fourth. So very quick speeds here, in the qualifying trim and all that. But obviously the race is a totally different thing. And the thing with this track, the old surface Pocono, we're going to see a lot of fall off here tonight. I mean, we're already running 56-second lap times. I wouldn't be surprised these guys are slowing on almost a minute lap times here with these ARCA cars. So, be a lot of fall off, a lot of tire management here tonight.
Yeah, tire management definitely will play a factor. So, Quentin Warman puts, continues to stay on the board. Let's take a look here at Scott Shire, who I believe just completed his first lap, was enough to put him up to P6, a 57.1. Not quite enough to get up there inside the top 5 and contend for the pole. And actually, that might have completed his run. He's kind of slow here on the back straightaway. So, but let's take a look here at Charles Jurek, who appears to be on his second lap. Yes, he is. So, let's see if he can put up a lap. So far, P7 on the board. And let's see here, James Colaboli, I think, just completed his second lap. Nicholas Lavelle.
Yeah, he's in. Probably do his practice too.
Yeah. So Nicholas Lavelle here, I think, coming to complete his first lap. So we'll see where this puts him. And that's gonna put him. Oh, maybe not. That might actually be the beginning of his first lap.
Yeah, and he's not going to have enough time to come around and get that lap in, so I guess this is just going to be some practice, added practice here in qualifying, because he will not get to the start-finish line before qualifying's over here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I think him starting in the back, he'll be one to be coming charging to the field. We got Tom Mercier's here tonight, not putting down a time, it looks like, so he'll be coming from the back of the field. We know he'll be fast here tonight as well. And, man, look at him. Oh, man, he gets up on his side, actually. Lavelle does on his qualifying lap as that concludes qualifying here.
All right, yep, like you said, that will be it for qualifying. So, Quentin Warman will start on the pole here. So, let's take you through your starting grid here tonight from the Pocono Raceway. Quentin Warman takes the pole with a 56.6. Howie Briss to his outside going to complete the front row. They're in second. Tony Hilbrands in the 92 going to start in third. Sean Williams starting his outside there in fourth, and rounding out the top 5 will be James Miller. Starting sixth will be Scott Shire. Charles Jurek qualifies 7th, and to his outside is Thomas Sewell. Matthew Fitz qualifying in 9th, and to his outside we have James Colaboli rounding out the top 10.
Our final qualifier to take time tonight in 11th is Keith Lay, and then Tom Mercier. It's going to be 12th, Nicholas Lavelle 13th. Those two guys, watch them come through the field here tonight, I think. They're going to be pretty quick. Patrick Colby, 14th, Daniel Mosteller will be coming through the field as well. And we got Michael Ashmore and Howie Detray rounding out your 17-car field here tonight.
Yeah, and then we have race control here, I think.
Wow.
And that's actually not going to play a factor. So let's say 16th we have Howie Detray, and 17th, rounding out the 17-driver field, will be Patrick Colby there in the number 9. So 17 drivers competing for the win here in what should definitely be a fun race here from the Pocono Raceway. So we're going to wait on these drivers to wait on the grid time to run out so that we can get this pace lap underway and get this race underway. And let's take a look. I believe all of the drivers, and it looks like Patrick Colby has not gone to grid yet. I think once he does, we will get going. Actually, no. He has not gridded yet, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and get moving. Yep, there they go. So, field will be in the hands of Quentin Warman for the start of this race. And I'm just wondering, are we going to see, another dominating performance out of Quentin, or will qualifying pace equal race pace?
Yeah, so far from what I'm seeing tonight, it looks like it's going to be really tough to beat him here tonight, but we got some good drivers here as well. Going to be coming behind him here, trying to get that win from him. It's been a little while, I think, though, since Quentin's won a race, though. We're so used to him winning a lot and everything, but Saying, yeah, he won the All-Star race, but he hasn't won a points race since, wow, yeah, Las Vegas. So it's been a long
Oh
time
yeah.
for him to get back in victory lane. He's going to try to do that here tonight.
But hey, even the best drivers go on a little winless drought.
I
So
guess so, yeah.
we'll see if he can end that here tonight. We got Michael Keithley in the chat. What's up, Michael? He unfortunately
Hey.
could not make it to the race here tonight, but he's saying that he thinks Tony is going to have a shot. Tony's starting from third, so
Yep.
we'll see if you're right on that.
And Tony, I mean, he's still looking for his first win of the year. So we'll see if he's got the pace to get on that long run here. Doesn't have the qualifying pace, but it's totally different here. Long pace laps here at Pocono. This is a long track. Take a little while here before we get going green, but we're getting there.
Yep, coming around turn 3. There are not 4 turns at this track. There are 3 turns. That's one of the unique things about this racetrack. We come down to the green flag. And the pace truck pulls off. Quentin Warman leads the field to the green. We are underway here from the Tricky Triangle.
Now this is where everyone's going to have to be careful with them cold tires here going into this first turn, especially coming off the corner. Everybody kind of just double file here with their turn 1 here.
And Quentin Warman will get clear of Howie Briss as they head down the back straightaway for the first time here tonight. And you can see as they race their way to the tricky tunnel turn here, turn 2, which, depending on the situation, can be a very easy turn to make and a very hard turn. It can be easy to overdrive this corner on exit and slam that outside wall, which can really hurt your car. So these drivers are definitely gonna have to watch and be careful. Try to not do that here as they make their way through turn 3 for the first time and onto the front straightaway. Looks like Quentin Warman will be the first to the line.
Then down the longest straightaway in NASCAR here, down this long front straightaway here at Pocono. Everybody's single file here through the pack. First side-by-side battle is back about 8th place. Nicholas Lavelle is going by James Colabali. He'll get 8th. And yeah, they actually, with this track here at Pocono, all 3 turns are actually kind of, compared to 3 actual racetracks. I know the tunnel turn is like they tried to make it like Indianapolis. Turn 3 is for Milwaukee. So yeah, and you can obviously tell it's just a difference in all the corners. This one right here, the tunnel turn, a really fast turn, very hard to go side by side through here. You got to be really careful going through there.
Yeah, that's really, your nerves definitely shoot up when you're side by side going into that corner. Even sometimes when you're going through that corner by yourself, like I was saying,
Yep.
it's really easy to make a mistake there, but it's also a good place to gain time. So, personally, might be my favorite corner on the track. But if you have a tight car, that corner is not your friend. So, we'll see how these drivers are able to manage that. But looks like these top 4 have kind of built up a little bit of a gap. Not much, but just a little bit. Actually, Sean Williams now coming up behind him, so it may be a top 5 breakaway between Sean Williams, James Miller, Howie Briss, Tony Hilbrance, and Quentin Warman. And Tony trying to see if he can't work on Quentin. We saw him really throw it into turn 3 there that last time. Almost got to Quentin's back bumper.
Ooh, man, James Miller getting a little sideways there behind these guys. Really got out of shape. He's still got to run, even getting sideways to the inside of Howie Briss here for 3rd.
Like we were saying, a good place to gain time. And, loose car is probably the best car to have going through that corner. So, might probably not going to be enough to get Howie here down the front straightaway. Howie's got to run on the outside. So, it looks like James is going to fall back in line there and stay in 4th for now. Now, here comes Sean, really driving it hard into turn 1, trying to pressure James Miller. Oh, yeah, James definitely loose off that corner as well.
You can see these cars really sliding around in these corners.
Yeah.
Definitely, we said we're at the old Pocono, not as much grip here, and you can just see these guys are really fighting the wheel through all these corners.
Yeah, they really are. Let's take a look here again off of turn 2. Yeah, you can see he's still loose there. Not as much as he was last time, still loose there coming off of turn number 2. And now let's take a look here a little further back. Nicholas Lavelle
Yes.
has actually started 13th and is up to 6th already. So
Yeah, he is definitely on the move for sure. He's running really quick lap times, and he's passing people while he's running these lap times. As a matter of fact, he was faster than every car in front of him that last lap. So 10 is on the move here early in this race.
yeah, he has already made up 7 spots in the first 4 laps. So he may be a driver to watch for if he can continue this pace up, and then or keep this pace up, I should say. And then just behind him, we have a side-by-side battle for 7th between Tom Mercier, who started 12th and has made his way up to 8th, and Scott Shire, who started 6th and is now falling back to 8th. But there goes Tom getting to that 7th position. So Tom seems to be on the move as well.
Yeah, Tom definitely is going to be another guy to watch here. He's obviously coming through the field here, following that 10 car through the field, and I expect Tom to get up there and battle with all these leaders fairly quickly, honestly. And he's doing it right here. And up front, Howie Brisk got to run on Tony Hilbrands. This is for 2nd. Gets that draft on the straightaway, pulls to the inside. Now let's see if he can clear him going into 1. And he easily will.
So Howie Brisk moving up to the 2nd position now. Just about half a second behind Quentin Warman. And see if he can maybe make up some of that ground on Quentin. But Quentin so far has been able to hang on to that lead. And let's go a little further back here, see what we can see further back in the pack. James Colaboli started 10th. Still running there, actually. Ooh, overdrives turn 2 just a little bit. That's actually going to allow Thomas Sewell to get to his inside and take that 10th position.
Oh, he's trying to.
Yeah. And then, ooh, Nicholas Lavelle really loose there off of turn 3. Man, he was dirt tracking that car coming off of the corner. So now he's coming up to Sean Williams, trying to close in on this pack of 5 cars, trying to make it a 6-car battle. Meanwhile, you have Howie Brisk there in 2nd, 4/10 of a second behind Quentin Warman, still trying to close in and just see what he can do with them, or potentially wait for long run speed to come in.
Yeah, really surprised to see all these cars really close as they are in Pocono. You really see a lot of guys get strung out, get really spread out, but these top, about 6, all within, less than 2 seconds of each other. So kind of running pretty similar speeds here early in the run, though. But good to see all the. Obviously, we've got a really competitive field here up at the front of this thing so far.
Yeah, for sure. All 6 of these guys, really showing strong pace. So. And, just in the first 7 laps, like we were saying, Nicholas Lavelle started 13th. We're only on lap 8, and he's already up to 6th, working on Sean Williams, or about to work on Sean Williams to get inside the top 5. So, a lot of these guys, are right off the bat showing competitive speed, like you said. So, let's just see who falls off on the long run and who benefits.
And for 3rd, James Miller. Oh, he thought about going to the inside of Tony Hilbrands there. Thought better of it. Lifted before going in the tunnel. Again, we talked about that. Oh, man, he clips the curve there. Gets really sideways.
Man, hang on to it.
Woo. That was a good save there by James. Yeah, I was about to say the tunnel turn. He lifted there. It's so hard to go there through that turn side by side. He thought better of it. And then he kind of missed the entry to the corner there. Made a good save, though, nonetheless. And he'll continue there in 4th.
Yeah, we saw that. That was probably a little too close for comfort there, coming out of the tunnel turn. And now just behind him, Nicholas Lavelle. Saw last time talking about him.
How about that?
Close in on Sean, and he's gonna make the pass and get inside the top 5. Sean trying to pull the crossover, can't quite do it. And looks like Lavelle's gonna be able to pull away with that 5th position. Now gonna try to run down James Miller to get to 4th. And I'll tell you what, Lavelle is fast.
Yes. I was supposed to say this 10 car is definitely on the move, now up into the top 5. We're seeing him honestly be faster than everybody in front of him, making passes really easy. Made the and just as we talk about him, he clips the wall there off the tunnel. I don't think that was hard enough to really affect the car, but Man, you gotta be a little careful there, Nicholas. That was close there.
Yeah, these cars are usually pretty tough, so that shouldn't really. That's happened to me before in races like this, and it hasn't really affected me. So it shouldn't really affect the pace of his car, so he should be okay. But let's take a look at something here. If we can get pulled up here. No, that's not it. Lap time, there we go. So if you take a look here, yeah, you know, lap 5, Lavelle was a tenth and a half quicker than James Miller. Lap 6, about 4/100ths quicker. Lost almost 2 tenths on lap 7, but then lap 8 made 2.5 tenths back
Yeah.
up. And that last lap, he was almost a tenth quicker. So definitely showing a lot of speed over James Miller. And really just, I mean, like we said, qualifying pace doesn't equal race pace. And, he didn't put in a qualifying time, but still, it's crazy how fast he's able to go right now.
And Hayes, look at these lap times. We're only 10 laps in. We qualified at a mid 56, low 56 second laps. Now we're already in the 58 second bracket. I mean, these cars are falling off a ton, and we're only 10 laps into this run. I don't know, the fuel probably between 30 to 35 laps, I would assume, but the tires might go sooner than that. So it'll be interesting to see when these guys, if it stays green, make this pit stop. But tires might be the call for the pit stop first over fuel here tonight.
Honestly, I think so too. I think tires are definitely going to be the main worry. As we see Quentin Warman really...
Oh, Howie's going to... Man, I thought Howie's going to get in the wall there, but...
Yeah, Quentin Warman was not able to... guess he got a little tight there entering the... entering turn 2. Because he was running... Looked like a lane up from the bottom. And I thought Howie was going to be able to get a good run on him there. Just couldn't quite do it. But we'll see what he's able to do here. He's right there, about half a car length behind him.
Yeah, Howie's showing some great pace here. Quentin pulled away about a half a second to 0.6 of a second. Now that lead is totally gone. Howie Briss all over the back bump here going into turn 1. Just 12 laps in, still about 88 to go. And we still got, 6 cars within, less than 3 seconds.
Yeah, this is definitely some fun racing that we're seeing here so far. And Howie got a good run there. Wasn't able to take a peek there or anything. And Quentin actually was able to drive away just a little bit there, exiting turn 2. And
this is one thing I've noticed with Quentin a lot this season, watching him over here, is obviously we've always talked about how young kid racing, he's got a lot of speed. But what I noticed about him a lot of the time, you see Howie Briss putting all this pressure on him, and then week in and week out when people are up there racing, he doesn't fold on their pressure. He's really good when cars are just racing him hard. He doesn't make many mistakes, and that's why he's obviously a really good driver, wins a lot. And Howie Briss put all this pressure on, and he's not making any mistakes. He's keeping that lead.
Yeah, and that's the thing you really got to give him credit for. He's, like I've said before, he's younger than me, and he's a lot better than me. So, definitely.
Shoot, he's probably better. He's probably better than me. I don't know.
Definitely showing a lot of us up here. With his skills that he brings to the table. Only clips the wall there just a little bit. But,
that was just a little. He's having a little fun there.
Just a little graze. But. And he's already starting to pull away again from Howie Briss. And actually, Tony Hilbrand's going to take that second spot back from Howie.
And Tony Hilbrand's going to easily make that pass. Clears Howie off 3. Almost said 2. Off 3 there. And, move Tony Hilbrand's up to P2.
And don't look now, but here comes Nicholas Lavelle. Let's take a look at those lap times here again. And, yep, from lap 9 until lap 13, he's gained, at least half a tenth on James Miller, so he's continuing to close and get up there to contend for the 4th position.
Yeah, now that battle that we saw for second, that really opened up the gap. I mean, Quentin Warman, we just saw, a lap and a half ago. Howie Bristol over the back bumper, now almost a second lead after that exchange for second. Just shows how, clean air, and when they're racing side by side behind you, how quickly you can pull away.
Yeah, it really shows that, even a couple laps, even a lap of battling can, make the biggest difference. So, Um, you just gotta be careful with how hard you battle, how much you battle, because you can let the leader pull away just like that. So, but here comes Nicholas Lavelle here, just it's like 0.3 of a second behind James Miller.
Yeah, as of right now, I really think this 10 car is the guy to watch here tonight. I think he's got something for Quentin here. He started way back. We talked about it in 13th up to the top 5 already, and just quick and just consistently running just a little bit quicker than every car in front of him. I really think this could be the night maybe for Nicholas. He hasn't won yet this season, hasn't won in this league. He's been close many times. Tonight could be the night here for him.
Yeah, and that would be an awesome thing to see. If he can get it done, because like you say, he's been close a bunch of times. He's been one of the guys that we've talked to a good bit, and he's shown good pace. Just hasn't been able to get that win. So it'd be really awesome if he can get it done tonight. We saw it in New Hampshire several weeks ago. He came close there on the last lap, but just ever so slightly, I think it was by half a car length.
Yes.
Was beat by I think James Miller. So he's looking to come back from those close finishes and finally get that win. He's coming up on this battle between James Miller and Howie Briss, and he might be able to get to third here.
Yeah, and James Miller's been on the inside now for over a half lap, couple corners now, and he is just so sideways trying to pinch it off Howie Briss here, keeping it on the bottom, not slamming it. Watch this car. I mean, he is sliding there through the tunnel turn, but got a great run off that turn, and he should be able to clear Howie here going in 3, move James to 3rd, and here comes Nicholas Lavelle.
Yep, Nicholas going to have the advantage there on the inside, going to try to follow through with James Miller. And he's going to clear Howie Briss and move up into the 4th position. So now let's see if he can work on James Miller. Just 16 laps into this 100-lap race. He's like, oh, whoa. A little further back here. I think they might
think
be
they're having
around.
I think they're having a little fun.
Yeah, Sean Williams, Tom Mercier here, snaking it there on the front straightaway.
You would think, I mean, kind of a little bit of an IndyCar look there, trying to break the draft on these long straightaways, but no, I think they're just having a little fun there down the front stretch there. Tom Mercier closing in, though, on Sean for that battle for 6th.
Yeah, Tom trying to gain on him. That's probably why Sean was doing that, but he was also probably just messing around. But Tom, got a good run there through the tunnel turn.
Yes.
So now he's going to try to work on him here into turn number 3. Drives it hard into the corner, trying to make it stick. Yeah,
Sean all the way against that curb. Good line there, but look at Tom. Look at Tom get sideways right behind him. They both are. Here we go again. Here we go.
Here, down the front straightaway.
Oh, we got a yellow.
Keith Laying, maybe? That's kind of what I'm seeing. He's
he was
slow here.
Yeah, it looks like he was just stopped on the inside there. Not sure why.
Let's go look at the replay here, see if we can figure out what happened.
Yeah, Hayes. He came down and made a pit stop, then came off pit road and just stopped on the racetrack.
Yeah, you can see here he's exiting pit road, and he just stops.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know.
That's kind of odd, to be honest with you, and that's enough. That brings out the caution, because there's technically a car stopped on the track surface, I guess. And he gets back going after the caution comes out, so I really couldn't tell you what happened or why that happened, but that'll bring out our first caution of the race.
Yeah, and also that 61, though, was being scored 7 laps down, too. So,
wow.
Not really sure there, but we'll get our first caution flag here of the night, and everybody going to be coming in for some much-needed fresh tires, I think.
Yeah, for sure. So, let's see, who should we get in the booth here?
Well, I think we should let them pit first, and then
yeah, that's true.
Get them in there, but... I mean, I'd like to hear from the Nicholas Lavelle coming to the field. He looks fast. He's looking good here tonight.
I don't want to hear from him because I don't want to curse I don't want to give him the curse if he's
Well,
this fast.
well, I mean, I was gonna let you do that. I ain't doing any of that, so you can go ahead and give him the curse.
No, I'm not doing it. You already did it to Sean at New Hampshire, so I'm not doing it. So, let's see who else we might get. Let's see who we can get in here first of all. May get James Miller up in here.
Yeah, we'll see after the pit stops here, but these guys have they got 5 sets of tires, plenty of tires here tonight for this race. So everybody, I would imagine, is going to come in here, get some tires, and get ready for another short run. Well, at least fresh tires. And we saw the lap times fall off. I think we were getting close to about almost 3 seconds of fall off there. So pretty crazy, honestly, to see the amount of fall off we're seeing here.
Yeah, that was about I think it was about a 16, 17 lap run. So. Definitely enough. Definitely enough to put a whipping on the tires. So,
yep.
We'll see who gets out of here first. Looks like all the drivers successfully entering their boxes. Oh, I say that, but Howie Briss overdrove his box, so he's gonna lose some time for that. Oh, and James Miller. James Miller gonna win the race off pit road here.
Wow.
So jumps Quentin Warman.
Not sure
takes the
about
lead.
Not sure about that. I think that might have been an accidental 2-tire pit stop, or I don't know.
Well, let's go to the replay and check that if it was. Actually, no, it shouldn't have been because he would have had a much bigger advantage, I would think, over Quentin Warman there. Exit.
Yeah, he only changed right side tires. Yep.
Oh, did he really?
Interesting.
Oh, well, actually,
I
no,
don't.
if he took all his fuel, then that would make more sense. Yeah, I guess he only took right sides.
All right. Well. All right, Hayes. Who do you want to talk to?
All right, let's Hey, I mean, he's the new leader now. Let's get James Miller up in here.
All right, and here you go.
Hey, James, it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, man. So, did you take 2 tires there on pit road?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so a little bit of strategy here, and it's gonna put you in the lead. So, I guess the first question is, what was the plan there when you took the right sides?
Yeah, it was just track position, lead a lap here, see how it is. I mean, I didn't feel like they were too bad when we came in. Honestly, that caution was a weird time pit strategy wise. So I don't know, change it up, see how it feels. Maybe be good for somewhere down the line at the end of the race or something. But I don't know, the left didn't really wear much, so I don't think it'll affect the car too much. Just wanted the track position, see if we can maybe keep it out front. But I doubt it. But I think I just needed that bonus point,
Yeah, I got you. So, what are your plans going to be throughout the rest of the race? We saw you running up there solid inside the top 5, top 3. So, what are your plans going to be throughout the rest of this race?
Pretty simple. Keep the tires under it and keep it off the wall, and hope to have a car towards the end and just keep good momentum. You don't want to lose momentum or else you get passed by like 3 guys. So just want to keep the momentum going. Don't make any mistakes, and definitely don't slide the tires more than you need to.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck throughout the rest of the race.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy.
All right, that was a word from James Miller there, who is now your new leader, taking 2 tires. So we'll see if he's able to benefit from that. But to be honest, I think, especially in this
Hayes,
case,
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
I don't think the 2-time. I mean, hey, we're gonna find out obviously
Yeah,
here, but he said he wanted to get that lap lead. He got that, but I think that's about all he's gonna get here because
Yeah,
I think the 2-tire call might be the wrong call, but we'll see. I mean, hey, I just drive cars. I don't really know anything, so we'll see here.
I think especially in his case, 2 tires is better than 4, or 4 tires is better than 2. So see if this ends up working out for him or not. Green flag back in the air. Quentin Warman actually beats him to the line, gets a good jump on the restart.
Oh man, that's close.
Oh yeah, we see some fanning.
And look at him
here.
fanning out 3 wide.
Howie Brisk there down to the inside. Yeah, James Miller right off the bat has lost the lead, so
Ooh.
don't know.
And look
oh,
how
yeah, and you can tell
sideways
he's
he is.
loose.
Absolutely
Oh, yeah.
sideways in front of the field.
And that's
And
just
there, Howie's gonna go 3 on him.
that's just how it's gonna
Nicholas
go.
already got him.
That's just how it's gonna go at a track like this. You know, with how these cars handle, you take only right sides with when you got 17 laps run on those older tires. Oh, we got somebody in the wall.
The 2 car,
Two.
hard on the outside wall.
Matthew Fitz into the wall. He's gonna lose a lot of track position, but yeah, like I was saying, when your left sides are 17 laps old and you take fresh right sides only, your car is gonna feel like it's on ice skates. So
that car is dancing
definitely-
everywhere. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
He is just sideways.
I mean, he
It
got
almost
that.
looks like something's broke on the car.
He got
so
that
out
lap
of shape it
lead.
is.
He got that lap lead. He got the bonus point. But to be honest, it came at a cost for sure.
I think you're going to be needing a caution here pretty quickly.
Oh,
And
yeah.
hopefully he's not the caution. Because, I mean, look how sideways he is
Oh.
right in front of Sean. Oh, my goodness.
And I tell you what, I'm just wondering if he's going to be able to hang on to that thing long enough, until the tires can maybe even out on the long run. So we'll see if he can do that. But it's only, at 23, it's gonna take some time for those right sides to kick in. But even when they do, those left sides are gonna be older.
Yep, Sean Williams gets by. Here comes Tom Mercer to the inside. Throws it way inside. James Miller is going to have no choice but to give it that spot as Tom really, look at that, on the curb, getting sideways there again. These cars are just definitely fighting a loose condition here for sure tonight.
Yeah, they really are, and it seems like on the long run they start to kind of even out, but really, they start to get a little bit more stable there on the long run, but definitely on the short run, they're really fighting loose conditions. Oh wow, not sure what happened to Nicholas Lavelle there. He's currently in second. Don't know what happened to him, but he almost got into the grass there on the backstretch.
And how about that? Up to second place now
Yeah.
from 13th. As these guys continue to battle in the back, Tom Mercier, James Miller, still side by side, hanging out on them 2 tires.
Yeah, let's see if Nicholas Lavelle is able to gain on Quentin Warman here, coming to complete lap 24, and to begin lap 25. Next time by will be a quarter of the way through this race here, so laps going by pretty fast, all things considered.
They're going by as fast as they can at a big track like this,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, and I just think, that 2-tire call, he's definitely going to regret that. Had some speed, was running top 5. James Miller now just continuing to lose positions, back to 7th, getting pressure from all behind. And then other than that, Quentin Warman, Nicholas Lavelle trying to gain on that 7 car, and I think he is a little bit. He looks to be gaining some time.
Yeah, he definitely does seem to be. Let's take a look at these at the lap times here, the past couple of laps. Actually, let's wait for it to update this time by, because last lap, Quentin was 0.3 of a second faster. Let's see what it is this time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that time Lavelle was faster by almost 0.2 of a second. So definitely closing in 0.4 of a second back. And he is continuing to close that gap. And I think once he gets that lead, if he can get that clean air, he may be able to drive away with it. Let's ride
We got
along
Howie-
here.
Yeah, for sure.
Just gonna say, let's ride along here on the gearbox of Quentin Warman right there on the back bumper, and you can see Nicholas Lavelle slowly getting bigger in his rear view mirror, starting to close in.
Man, I keep back watching James Miller. He is just fighting that car so much right now. He
Yeah.
just lost another spot to Charles Jurek. Charles moving up to 7th. And, I mean, James Colaboy looking to the inside now. Think he's regretting it.
Yeah, I think I would be too if I were him. Definitely, in the long run, that definitely wasn't the best option. But just gonna, he's just gonna have to hope that we can get another caution here, and try to get back, try to get four fresh tires, put on that car to try to get back up there.
Wow.
But oh, I guess
That's the thing that's so risky too. Is Pocono? We usually don't see many cautions at Pocono. They get spread
Right.
out, and it's kind of how this race already has looked so far tonight. And just to make that strategy call is just very risky. So yeah, he's gonna definitely need a yellow for sure here tonight to get back caught up with the leaders where he was running, as he was running about fourth, I think, before all this happened. And they're 3 wide back
Yeah,
here with this
hey.
battle.
All right, he may lose another spot here, may fall back to ninth, but no, James Colabali backed off there. He saw that may not be the best idea, so he's gonna back off there. But look at this, back up here, 0.3 of a second now is the gap between James Miller and Nicholas Lavelle and Quentin Warman as they enter the tunnel turn. Coming to complete lap 28 this time by. He's cutting it down to 0.25, 2.5 tenths now. And I'd say within the next couple of laps, he might have the lead.
Yeah, really impressive drive through the field here. Howie Briss back there in third. Tony Hilbrand. Sean Williams is your top 5. But up front, here comes that 10 of Nicholas Lavelle. Really closing in now on Quentin.
Yeah, no kidding. He's really... Like I said, once we saw that he was making up spots pretty fast there towards the start, we said he's going to be one of the guys to watch out for in the long run. Hasn't seemed to affect his pace very much. And I tell you what, he is really showing, great pace here. And once he gets this lead, like I said, I definitely think he can drive away with it once he has the clean air. So definitely gonna have to watch him throughout the rest of the race, see if he can keep this pace up. And a little further back here, let's see what we can see. We do have this little 3-car battle now. It's between James Miller, Thomas Sewell, and Scott Shire. James might lose 2 more spots here.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he just has no chance right now with them tired. The old, and he's just sideways everywhere. Scrapes the wall a little bit off the corner there.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a tough battle going on between these two, Sewell and Shire, for that 10th position. Both of these drivers trying to maintain their spot in the top 10. So we'll see which one benefits from this battle. And Nicholas Lavelle has actually lost a little bit of ground to Quentin Warman, about a 10th here. So he's going to try to make that back up. And coming to complete 30 laps here, 30 complete, 70 remain. So like we said, these laps, considering the size of the track, these laps are going by fairly quickly. But definitely a fun battle starting to heat up here with the leaders.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if they, we've seen it all so far tonight, though. And we saw Howie Briss put the pressure on him. We saw Tony Hilbrand's. Now Nicholas is trying to get his take at it. And can anybody pass the 7-car? I mean, nobody has. He's led this whole thing basically, besides, James Miller staying out there leading that lap under the caution flag. No one's been able to pass Quentin. So now Nicholas is trying his best to get it.
Yeah, he's trying here, but just can't quite do it yet. And I definitely think, I think the dirty air might be starting to affect the handling of his car as well. But we'll see if he's able to break through it and get up to Quentin and try to get by him here. He's really good there in turn 3. See if he can get a good enough, get some draft here down the front straightaway. Try to close the gap more this next lap.
Looking through the field, really no side-by-side battles at this moment right now. Everybody kind of spread out here. Oh, now that time it looks like Quentin got a little bit tight there through the tunnel. Nicholas got a good run there coming into turn 3.
Let's actually take a look at the lap times here once again, the past few laps. Yeah, you can see the last lap. Or no, sorry, I'm looking at the different one. There we go. All right, let's take a look at that time. Yeah, that time Nicholas was 8/100ths of a second faster, and he's been at least 3/100ths of a second faster the past 3 laps. So
yeah, he had an excellent turn 3 there that last lap, and even right now, I mean, he's able to keep that car lower and lower than the 7 is, and he just keeps getting good runs coming off these corners.
Yeah, I think once he can get side by side with Quentin, you know, that might seal the deal depending on where he gets side by side with Quentin. So, and again there he had, he did get
man.
loose. He did get loose, but he had a good turn 2. He's right there, just about half a car length back. Let's see what the lap times were this next time around.
Yeah, last time by, he was so good here through turn 3. That time they kind of stay even. Actually, it's a little sideways there. Quentin maybe drafts ahead just barely compared to last time there.
That last lap, about 9
Very
1,000ths.
Very
9
close.
1,000ths faster. Oh, and he really was able to arc it down well. Had to back off a little bit, tried not to run into the back of Quentin there. I tell you what, he's definitely faster. He just needs to wait for the right moment to get side by side with him.
Yep, and that dirty air, like we talked about, can't be
Right.
helping as well. Good fight for the lead.
Sure, and you can see he's just, you know, you can tell, you know, Lavelle is just able to turn through turn 2, and, you know, pretty much every part of the track, he's just able to turn a lot better than Quentin is. So, that's definitely going to benefit him throughout the course of this run if that, you know, stays the case. About a 10th now is the gap as we begin lap 35.
Gets the front 2, then 3rd's kind of by himself, 4th, 5th, then 6th, 7th, and 8th got a little bit of a race going on here.
Oh yeah, looks like a Charles Jurek there in the 6th
Got by
position.
Tom actually that last lap.
Yeah, up to the 6th position. Tom 7th and James Colaboli in 8th. And then you can see just behind him, see Scott Shire, James Miller. James is able to stay in 10th right now, and then Thomas Sewell in 11th. Scott was able to get by the 2 of them to get up to 9th. Now he's starting to drive away. James was really loose there out of turn 2. Now it looks like he's going to lose. He might lose his spot to Thomas Sewell.
Yeah, just no chance at all. Really falling through the field now. I mean, he's over 10 seconds behind Quentin now with that 2-tire change. And, yep. Man, and still up front, Lavelle is putting the pressure all over Quentin.
Yeah,
Not making any mistakes, though, still. Not making any mistakes.
Yeah, you know, if I'm Quentin, I'm mirror driving right now.
He definitely is in the corners. He's trying to block the air, do whatever he can, make sure he can't get underneath him. He's doing a great job. He really is. So,
Oh, but Nicholas had a good corner there. Drifted
ooh,
up
he
just
had to
a
get out of the
little bit.
gas, though. He was
Yeah.
about to really hit the wall hard there. Had to lift, got loose there, trying to turn off the wall there.
That's another thing about this track. It's just, you know, you gotta find that fine line between making the corner stick and, you know, pushing it too hard and running up and hitting the wall off of the corner, which is a really easy thing to do in every turn of this track.
Yeah, definitely looking like it's going to be a battle between these two here all night long. 37 laps in now? Oh, and that time by, Quentin kind of hit the curb a little bit,
Oh, yep.
it looked like.
Yeah, just about a 10th again is the gap between the two. And yeah, Nicholas was able to get a good run there down the backstretch. And just It looked like that time Quentin was able to turn better through the corner, made it stick a lot better. Pulled away just a little bit. Let's see what they can do here through turn 3. And they are pretty close to even, it seems.
Yeah, it's so hard. We're only running one groove. The bottom groove is really the only groove that's working here tonight, and it's really hard when everyone's running the same line to make a pass. And
Right.
Nicholas is in all that air at the same time, and he's just kind of stuck. I feel like I do feel like if he can get in front of this 7 car, I think he's gonna pull away. I mean, he's definitely got the speed, but it's just making that pass is so difficult, and we're seeing that here on this run for sure.
Yeah, so let's take a look here.
Got a battle.
Let's go back to this battle back here for 6th. Tom was able to get back by Charles Jurek, take that 6th position. Now James Colabelli going to put some pressure on him a little bit. Tom, like we said, started 12th, so running up here in 6th. A good run going for him so far.
Yeah, he might be a little bit off as I thought he would be here tonight. Running in 6th, obviously he's gained from where he started, but I thought he'd be a little up there fighting maybe for the top 3 for a win maybe. But still early. We get another caution. Things can change, but right now P6 there for Tom.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, we're not even halfway through this race yet, so anything can happen in racing. That's one of the most interesting things about racing, I guess you could say, is anything can happen. So, coming to complete lap 39 here and begin lap number 40. So getting close to the halfway point. And now Quentin has been able to build up a little bit. Oh, yeah, you can see there Nicholas did not turn well. Oh,
and that's a hard hit there.
Oh, man, just pushed it too hard there through the corner. And hits the wall.
Yeah, now with that damage, until he gets that repaired, he's definitely going to be down. He'll be struggling with the car, I think, now with that hit. But, yeah, just pushing it really hard. He obviously was starting to struggle there as Quentin was starting to pull away. And just overdrove it a little bit there in the tunnel and got the wall.
Yeah, that's really not going to be good for Nicholas. There doesn't appear to be much damage to his car, but likely gonna affect his pace for sure, and lost a lot of time. Now he's 1.4 seconds back.
Yeah.
Of Quentin. So definitely not what Lavelle needed or wanted, but we'll see if he can get that damage repaired next time they pit, or if we can get another caution, might give him an opportunity to get it repaired. So. Definitely not over yet for Nicholas.
Actually, James Miller is on pit road, coming off pit road now, making a pit stop. We saw him take that 2 tires earlier and did a little strategy. Obviously didn't work, so now he's finally getting them fresh tires, and I bet they're going to feel great for him to finally have some equal tires on both sides of the race car here. So, unfortunately, he lost a lot of time with all that. Oh, we got a crash, Hayes. Yep, yellow is out. Daniel Mosteller going into 3.
Okay, well, there's the caution that...
And that caution, I believe, that is going to really be perfect timing for James Miller.
Yeah, because he's still on the lead lap.
This track's big enough. You can pit under green, not lose a lap. He did that, got the yellow flag, and he's going to be the leader of this race with fresh tires on both sides of the race car. So, wow, what a break for James Miller. Great. Yeah.
So, let's take
see what happened here, yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the replay, see if we can figure out how this caution was brought out in the first place. So, let's take a look here. You can see, yeah, you can see here coming through the tunnel turn, Daniel just, got really tight. His car was pushing a lot there, you can tell.
Yeah.
And let's see here. You can see, I'm assuming he hit the wall and spun, because that's pretty common.
That thing was so tight. I don't know if he had a tire going. I mean, I don't know how bad his tire wear was, but that thing just went straight off the corner.
That was a hard hit to the inside or the outside wall, and the car just shoots sideways, and he's trying to keep it corrected. and he sees it heading towards the wall, so he's shooting it back the other way, and so it finally just goes around.
Yeah.
And
That's a tough hit. I mean, get the damage fixed. Hopefully the car will be okay after getting it fixed, but yeah, that was rough there.
and yeah, there he goes. It finally spins it. So that will bring out our second caution of the race here. And a tough break for Daniel Mosteller. He's going to go to pit road, try to get that damage repaired as best he can. But yeah, like we were saying, that was perfect timing for James Miller. He is going to be the leader of this race now. He even said, it's gonna, when we interviewed him, he wanted to lead a lap, get the bonus point, and it really hurt him on that green flag run, but now it's gonna benefit him.
Tell you, sometimes it's really good to be lucky too, and he definitely was here. All the leaders going to come down pit road, and like I said, I would imagine he's going to stay out here and take this lead and be on the same tires as all these guys.
Yep, the perfect timing, perfect call, everything for James Miller. So he will be your new leader as the rest of the drivers come down pit road. So let's see who can get off first. Looks like everybody. Tom back there had some trouble entering his box. So now we're gonna see who can get off pit road first here. There's Nicholas Lavelle back there. Looks like he's gonna come off in fourth or fifth. I believe fourth. All right, so your turn to talk to somebody. Who do you want to talk to?
All right, we're gonna get old Howie Briss up here.
All right.
Hey, Howie Briss, it's Jared up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hey, man, you're looking pretty good out here today running top 5. Looks like you're really good on the short run. What do you need to do better on to get your car better for these long runs that we're most likely going to have the rest of this race?
Have the car not get squirrely off the turns. I mean, every time I'm always off at turn 3, the back end just steps out a bit. Just leaning on that right rear, it's just like, woo, woo, woo! And I don't want that. I want straight line.
Yeah, we are definitely. You're not the only one we're seeing. We're seeing everybody fighting that loose off here today. Yeah, I mean, nonetheless, though, everyone's dealing with the same problem. What can you do to fix that, though?
Pedal it off, I guess. I don't know. I don't think any of us have fixed the problem except for Quinn, who just keeps on seeming to dominate this race. I don't know how he's doing it.
Yeah, we see you guys able to hang there on runs though. So if it comes down to it though, you might have a shot at it, but you're gonna get the one to go here. But good luck the rest of the race, Howie, and go get him, man.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I do not like this front row.
Good luck.
Yeah, I actually did not realize that Michael Ashmore stayed out, so he will be the new leader.
Well, he got his bonus point.
Yes, but he's going to be on old tires. Probably a worse situation than James Miller. So we'll see how they're able to work their way around this, and this could actually affect James Miller because
yeah,
he's going to be there.
It really
on the
depends
outside.
on this restart,
right?
Because this 98 staying out. I mean, I would imagine he's going to get out of the way. I don't really understand the strategy here, unless it's, like I said, getting a bonus point there for leading. But, yeah, well, hopefully this doesn't screw over James Miller on this restart because, that caution was a really perfectly timed yellow, and if he doesn't have a shot to keep the lead, that would be a shame.
Yeah, that would really be a shame. I don't know if he's going to be that lucky again. So, but we'll just have to find out here, and like we said, we're close to halfway. Let's actually take a look here. Come to begin lap 45 here next time by, so in just 6 laps we will be at the halfway point. So, definitely getting close here. We'll see if James Miller is able to get that lead on this restart. He's probably going to have to hope that Michael Ashmore has a slow restart so we can get clear on the outside, which is a possibility. But, let's see what happens here on this restart. James
Wow,
Miller
look how
gets
low they
going.
are.
Oh yeah, and that was the perfect restart. That was exactly what James Miller needed. Michael Ashmore is going to pull
Got it.
off. And now James is going to have to go down to the inside. He will. And he will be your new leader of the race. Side by side with Quentin Warman and Tony Hilbrands. Quentin's going to try to get clear, but Tony has a run there on the outside. Quentin's a little bit loose there on the inside.
And this is the first time Quentin, he's in traffic now. He's got cars in front of him. This is the first time all race for him. Side by side with Tony Hilbrands going into the tunnel. This is a tough turn to be side by side in.
Yeah, it is. Looks like they're going to make it work, though. Who's going to have the advantage? Quentin was able to edge him out that time. Oh, James Colabali.
Wow.
Having some trouble back there. Gets into the grass. He's going to keep it straight. I think he tagged the wall there coming off of turn 2. But now back up here, Quentin Warman trying to clear Tony Hilbrands. I think he's going to be able to. Yes, he does. But now, almost half a second is the gap that James Miller was able to get there as a complete lap 45.
Yeah, we've seen nobody be able to make a pass for the lead here today, but now with Quentin being the guy that's led the most laps here tonight, can he get back by James Miller? Behind these guys, Howie Briss, Nicholas Lavelle, trying to go side by side, but Lavelle gets the great runoff one there, and we'll hold that position.
Yeah, we'll see if Lavelle is able to get back by Tony Hilbrands, but he's got Howie Briss breathing down his neck right now. Going to back off there as they enter the tunnel turn. And Lavelle had a better turn than Tony Hilbrands. Now he's going to try to take a peek to the inside. And he's going to get there.
Man, I love seeing these cars get sideways off these corners, man. They are just digging. Come off the corner. Oh, Lavelle's going to hit the curb a little bit, but it makes it turn, actually. Gets side by side there for that third spot. And now look at the run. Howie, is he up the middle? 3 wide, maybe?
Oh, he's trying. Oh, he's trying at it.
He is 3 wide. Here we go.
Room. He's going to try to take that spot. Yeah, Lavelle backed off. He saw that.
Yeah, he played it safe there.
Best idea. So now Howie Brisk and Tony Hilbrands battling for third. Quentin Warman, meanwhile, starting to close back in on James Miller.
If Sean Williams joining this battle back behind these guys are still side by side for third. Howie Brisk, Tony Hilbrands. Tony really throws it in there on the outside. And somehow made it work, still side by side.
Yeah, you can make the outside work there in the tunnel turn. It's definitely possible. You just need to hope that you can get on the guy on the inside. You just need to hope that you can get on his door enough to either make his car push or make his car really loose. So, just couldn't quite work that time, though, as Howie Briss is going to take that third position. Meanwhile, back up here, Quentin Warman is really closing back in on James Miller.
Yes, he is. And it's going to be... Oh, and he missed the corners a little bit. Quentin's got a good run here. That car turned back to the bottom very nicely, actually, and got a good run off one. James Miller continues to hang on.
Yeah, James was able to get a good run there coming off of the corner. He pulled a little bit of a gap. See what he's able to do here in turn 2. Both cars seem to turn fairly well, but Quentin gets a great run there coming off of turn 2.
Here he comes.
He's going to try to carry that speed to turn 3, backs up his corner. Going to try to arc it down to the bottom, and this may allow for a good run here down the front straightaway. Yes, it will.
If he can keep that car from breaking sideways, he's got a good run here. Let's see if James trying to block, not quite. Quentin's got to run to the inside now.
Yeah, just going to side draft him here down the front straightaway. And he may be able to get him here into turn 1. See who gives. Don't think either of them are going to give.
Ooh,
James
not a lot of room there. Really close, tight race in there.
James is really pinching him down, but he's starting to push. They're going to try to get a run here on the outside.
Got it. Still got a good run. Pulling back ahead here down the Long Pond straightaway.
All right, who's going to give here, though, in turn 2? Oh, and they make contact.
Contact.
Oh, keep it out of the wall. He's going to keep it out of the wall. Oh, man.
That's why I say, trying to go side by side, racing hard in the tunnel turn. It's a really, really tough turn to go side by side in. And I'm not sure if maybe Quentin, did a late entry there, trying to push him up, and they just made contact.
Yep, I really thought James was going to go around there, but he was able to keep it straight, keep it off the wall. So good job hanging on to that car. but going to lose some track position for that, going to lose a lot of time. So Quentin has about a 9/10 of a second lead over Howie Briss, who's going to take the second position. Probably not the way he wanted it to happen, but
No.
he is back to the lead. Now Nicholas Lavelle to the inside of James Miller, going to try to get back up to third.
Yeah, and Howie Briss now moving into that second spot. We've seen a lot of speed from him here on these short runs here today, but then falls off pretty quickly. But we'll see what happens here as Sean Williams is behind these guys. Got around Tony Hillbrand, so move Sean to the top 5. Tony Hillbrand's looking to get back by, looking to the inside here. Might have a shot here. Yeah, Sean slides up a little bit here. Tony Hillbrand's got run to the inside now. Good run off 3.
Yeah, Tony's kind of lost some ground, so he's going to try to get back up there, and this will put him back inside the top 5. Sean, like you said, drifted up there into turn 3. But let's look at this. 7/10 of a second. Howie Briss is starting to reel in Quentin Warman, it seems. So we'll see if Howie's got anything for him.
Yep. Oh, man, James may have hit the wall there off 1 there. Lost a little speed there.
Now, I forgot to mention this. Last time by was halfway, so 50 laps complete, coming to 49 to go this time. So now past halfway for these guys.
We saw Nicholas Lavelle get in the wall earlier in the race while trying to battle for the lead, trying to come back from that in 4th right now. I think he maybe got some of that damage fixed. That car seems to be up to speed pretty well still, hanging here in 4th place, right behind James Miller.
Yeah, I think, like we've said, these cars are pretty tough, and a hit like that definitely will affect your pace, but if you have any damage, you can get it repaired, and your car should be back up to pace. So doesn't seem to be affecting him too much. Like you said, currently still running consistently up there in the top 5. So trying to see if you can't work on James Miller up here. Let's take a look here and see if we can find some of this here. Tom, I'm not really sure what happened.
Yeah, I know.
Back to the 11th position now.
Yeah, really struggling tonight. I'm really surprised by this run tonight. He got up as high as like 6th. That was really it. And yeah, he's really, honestly, really slow right now. Yeah.
Yeah, really not sure what happened to Tom, but yeah, not a good situation. Was in 6th when we looked at him earlier, and now he's fallen back outside the top 10. So we'll see if he's able to make that back up. But it appears that we only have 12 cars. Or well, I say only 12. There's 17 cars total. So. But 12 cars on the lead lap here. But Michael Ashmore might go a lap down if we continue this green flag run.
Yeah, this battle for third's really heating up. James Miller and Nicholas Lavelle. Nicholas was all over the back bumper in 3. Got a little loose behind him, lost a little time there, but I believe this 10 car is ready to go, and he's trying to get by James Miller here.
Yeah, he wants to get back up there. He knew he had good pace earlier, just couldn't quite get past Quentin Warman. But he wants another shot at it. He wants to try to get back up there. He just got to get by James Miller. See if he can do it.
Wow,
Oh,
look
James
how
Miller really
sideways.
loose.
Woo, man.
Whew.
That car was really, so you could see the numbers looking down that straightaway. That
Yeah.
car was really sideways.
Yeah, no kidding. He really thought he was going to spin it there for a second. So, that allowed James or Nicholas to close just a little bit, but not quite enough to make the pass.
See if he's gonna run here. Yeah, I mean he's so good at the entry. He throws in there, really closes up the time. I mean it's just so hard to keep that momentum through the whole corner though when you're behind a car. And now you got Tony Hilbrand's here all over him as well. So these three cars
Right.
really tucked up close to each other.
Right, this is definitely shaping up to be a fun battle. Look at him still loose there off of turn number 2. And then you can see just behind them is Sean Williams trying to stay with them and maybe become a part of this battle. Then Scott Shire there in 7th trying to catch up to them as well. And then ahead of them, Howie Briss, about a 1.5 lead ahead of them and 0.7 of a second behind Quentin Warman.
Yeah, he's really doing a good job. He's not losing as much time as he had been. He's really improved this run. He's been staying about that 6 to 7 tenths behind the 7 of Quentin Warman. So Howie Briss definitely has picked up his pace for sure on this run, running in 2nd.
Yeah, for sure. And let's see what we can see here. But for the back, Charles Jurek by himself here in 8th, trying to see if he can't catch Scott Shire. Then we have James Colabully and Thomas Sewell, a couple of tenths apart there in 10th and 11th.
Yep, and those are, we have 11 on the lead lap. Michael Ashmore as well, way behind. He stayed out on that last caution flag, actually, but he's still hanging on a little bit in the lead lap. And Tom Mercier did take it behind the wall last lap, so he is out of this race.
I want to know what happened to him, because we saw him putting up, top 10 pace, like we saw in 10th, but, now he's out of the race. I'm curious as to what happened to him. But you can see James Miller still holding on to the 3rd position. This time by is going to be 42 laps to go. Oh, and actually, as I say that,
yeah, he missed that corner that time. Look how sideways he is.
Man, but here comes. Oh, Nicholas Lavelle got really sideways as well, but he's going to stay to the inside and maybe get to 3rd here if he can get a good run.
Look at Tony.
Hilbrand's going to try to follow suit. Now here comes Sean Williams as well. This is really man, really close there. That's going to put Nicholas Lavelle back into the 3rd position. And that allowed, look at Sean Williams. That allowed him to get right up there to the back of this pack.
Yeah, 4 cars really under a blanket here. Scott Shire trying to join this battle right behind them as well as Lavelle makes the pass on Miller. And now Tony Hilbrand's trying to take advantage of them battling. But man, James Miller's coming back on Nicholas Lavelle here. Got a good run down the straightaway.
Yeah, he really is. Obviously, didn't make a move there into the tunnel turn.
Oh, man,
Tony
drove right onto the curb. Oh, Lavelle's on the wall.
Oh.
Again.
Did it again. Didn't look like the terribly hard hit, but definitely enough to lose pace and potentially affect the handling of that car. See if he can get back in line. He will. He's going to lose that spot again, and he's going to have to try all over again to get that spot.
And Scott Shire right behind these guys just made the pass on Sean Williams off 3, so moves Scott up to 6th here. But But yeah, definitely the lead still about that 7/8 of a second gap. But this is the battle right here. These 5 cars all really close to each other here. This is all 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And here comes Tony. He's
Whoa.
trying to go to the inside now.
An aggressive block there by Nicholas Lavelle, but Tony's going to stay to the inside. Let's see how they're going to manage this. Yeah, Lavelle backs off there. I don't know.
Oh,
but
he's
Tony
sliding up,
drifted
sliding up.
Oh, man.
That's going to open the... Look at Sean Williams. He go by all these guys on the inside.
Oh, my gosh.
He just went from 7th to 4th
Wow.
in that sequence there.
Yes, he killed 3 birds with 1 stone there. Holy cow.
Yes, he did. He's going to complete the pass on Tony. Way to
Wow.
go, Sean. 7th to 4th there in that lap.
Great move by Sean Williams. 40 laps to go. Let's take a look here. Yeah, you can see Quentin Warman loading up a 1.2 second gap now between him and Howie Brisk. But yeah, a great move by Sean Williams. And now look at Scott Shire there, moving up to 6th, or at least trying to.
Trying to get that. Yeah, trying to get that spot, but look at Lavelle get the great run in that second groove there. Might still be able to hold that pass, but I got to think that wall hit a couple laps ago has got to be affecting the handling just a little bit now, as he's lost some spots here. And now Scott's trying to take that 6th spot here from him.
Oh, Lavelle.
Oh man, he's gonna
grabs
go
it in
way
too
up the
hard there.
track.
Oh, barely keeps
That'll
it
do.
off the wall, but he's just continuing to lose time. So let's get back up here to this battle. Now Sean has gotten up to James Miller. Going to try to see if he can't get by him for the 3rd position.
Yeah, Sean going the right direction here on this run. P4 trying to get 3rd here. What a good battle here for 3rd place.
He had a run there down the front straightaway. Going to try to see what he can do in this corner. His car sticks really well. Is actually able to turn very well, better than James Miller.
They've got a
And he
really good
might-
run there. He might have a shot here going to the tunnel.
He's taking a peek there down to the inside, and it may be enough here if he can maintain it going into the tunnel turn. He will. And he's going to be able to clear him. Sean Williams up to the 3rd position now.
Yes. And here comes Tony now as James goes way up the track in the tunnel turn. Tony Hillbrandt's going to move into 4th as well.
Man, I don't know where the speed in Sean's car came from.
Yeah.
but he's already moving up to 3rd now.
Well,
Just several laps ago he was in what, 6th, 7th?
Yeah, well, he was sitting there watching them as they
Right.
snaked down the front stretch there. Look at him all the way to the inside. Everybody's swerving. But yeah, we saw him, I think, just sit back there and watch these guys battle, burn off the tires, and now he's like, all right, you guys are done. I'm just going to go on by you, and here he is in 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, man. He's hanging on to it as well. So, see if he can maintain this pace. But yeah, it's starting to kind of be a tough battle between James Miller, Scott Shire, and Tony Hillbrands. And now, don't look now, but here comes Nicholas Lavelle and Charles Jurek up into the mix.
Yeah. Charles started trying to get in this fun little battle here. 5 cars now, it looks like. Actually, no, 6 cars battling here, so. Good race. Good race for this position here. And up front, Quentin Warman's lead is just under a second. So, but this is the race right here. These guys right here.
I don't know if you noticed, but James Miller was dirt tracking that thing coming off of turn 3. It looked like from halfway through the turn and on, he was dirt tracking that car. So, having to handle loose conditions as well through all this.
Yep. And Scott Shire now trying to get that spot on the outside. Makes the pass on the outside of James Miller. Moves Scott to the top 5.
Yeah, good run for him as well. Being able to get up and be a part of this battle. Now there goes Nicholas Lavelle getting to the inside of James Miller, trying to get back by him. Gets to 6th.
And here comes Charles Jurek wanting to get a piece of this battle too. He's right there as they race side by side right in front of him.
Now let's see back here, 1.2 seconds now between Tony Hillbrands or Quentin Warman and Howie Brisk, and sorry, I'm messing everybody's name up. Sean snaking it down the front straightaway again, and it's about 4/10 between him and Tony.
All this going on about a little over 5 seconds now behind our leader, Quentin Warman. And we got to start thinking soon. 35 laps to go. These guys got one more pit stop to make. You don't want to make any mistakes. You don't want to speed. You know, don't want to overshoot your box.
Right.
You're going to come down to one last green flag pit stop and a battle for 4th. Look at Scott going forward here.
Yeah, no kidding. Getting around Tony Hilbrands now. Moving up into that 4th position. Tony's going to try to pull the crossover. Almost gets into him, but he sees that he was about to do it, and he backed off.
That was close right there. I thought maybe Tony was going to get into the left rear there barely, but didn't. Yeah. It was just close race, and they're trying the crossover. Wasn't really there, but Scott Shire, another guy in the move here on this run, up to 4th now. Yeah.
Yep, and Quentin Warman just continuing to extend his lead. 35 laps remain, 1.3 seconds. Ooh,
oh man, Nicholas Lavelle almost in the grass. This is where I feel like Howie Briss, if I'm him, I want to try to pit before Quentin Warman does, and try to maybe jump him a lap. I mean, we've seen the big time fall. I mean, last time by, the leader ran a 59.3, so we've fallen off, you know, almost, you know, 3 seconds on this run from the start of it. So one lap of fresh tires can be a big difference. And yeah, if I'm Howie Briss, I'm gonna try to jump him here and you know, pit a lap early and try to gain some time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you definitely can get, can make up time if you do that. You gotta make sure you do it right. You know,
yeah, you don't want to do it too early, but if
right.
if you can get like a lap, so the tires are still kind of even when he comes off pit road. That one lap, if it's 2.5 seconds, hey, he's only a 1.5 seconds behind him. That could work out in Howie's favor.
Yeah, it really could. And, you know, I've seen that work countless times. People have done that to me. You know, I've been, you know, in they're snaking.
Look at all these guys all over the place.
But yeah, people have done that to me a lot. I'll have, you know, about the same gap that I have, or that Quentin has over Howie, and then they'll pit, you know, a lap or two before I do. I'll pit, and then once I pit, they have, you know, over a second gap over me. So short pitting, depending on when you do it, can definitely benefit you.
Yeah, I was gonna say Howie was, you know, was maintaining really well, but now he's kind of starting to fade. That lead really getting big now for Quentin Warman in that 7. Getting close now to 30 laps to go. Sean Williams in 3rd, Scott Shire, Tony Hilbrands, your top 5. Okay, Lavelle's coming down pit road. Woo!
And
he's still trying to save it.
Let's go look at that, because I'm not sure he meant to go down pit road.
Well, he had to go now. He had no choice.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's take a look here and see what happened. You can already tell he's really loose there in turn 3. He gets so sideways off the corner, and it just forces him down there. And right here, he's trying to lock up the brakes. He may have sped. I'm not really sure. I think he did. But, oh, no, maybe not. Okay. At first I thought he did, but I think it's okay. So he's going to go in, you know, take his tires, take his fuel. I definitely don't think he meant to go down pit road, though.
Tony Hilbrands, though, he's going to come down pit road this time. He meant to do it. Here he comes. And this will be the final, you know, if we don't get a yell, these are the final pit stops of the race. 30 laps. They can definitely go 30 laps on the fuel and tires. So making them final pit stops. No mistakes here. That's not what we want from nobody here.
Yeah, so gap now just over 2 seconds between Howie Briss and Quentin Warman. I just, thing is, if you're Howie, you gotta wonder when Quentin plans on pitting. So, this puts him in an awkward position.
I think we might see Howie come in this time by. I mean, I just
Right.
he's got to do something different. He can't if Quentin pits before him, he's not gonna gain any time. I mean, if I'm Howie, I gotta try to come in right
Right.
now, and he's gonna stay out. So don't listen to me. Okay.
All right.
And Scott Shire just got around Sean Williams for third. So move Scott to
Oh,
third.
yeah. Good job by Scott.
Yeah, great run for him tonight. We did win the race earlier at Talladega this year. Got a win under his belt. And really looking at the points when I was coming into this, he's third in points now. Here over here. So having a good season, solid, consistent, stays out of trouble, and here he is, third place, third in points.
Right, definitely putting up another good performance here. So now, with the gap being 2.4 seconds, 2.5 now. I mean, Quentin is really pulling
He's
away.
really turned
from
it up
Howie.
here.
Yeah, okay, he just gained. He pulled away by about 0.3 of a second just in that straightaway. So.
Yep. I think Howie's really struggling, and he's
yeah,
still
he
staying
still
out, man.
stays
I don't know if I understand that, but yeah, 2.2 seconds last time by. This time by 2.7, a half a second of time lost there for Howie.
Let's take a look at the lap times here. I mean, oh yeah, I mean, you can see the past 5 laps. It's been a tenth and a half, 2/10, 6 100ths, roughly 3/10, and then 5/10. So, yeah, Howie really is just losing time right now. But yeah, I think his only hope now is just short pit and hope that it works.
Yeah, and he's just continuing to really fall back.
Yep, 2.9 seconds. I mean, it's just, man. And we'll see if he goes down. He's still staying
Nope.
out.
And Scott Shire, Sean Williams, Charles Jurek, your top 5, they all still stay out. Then way, way back, we got James Colabully. He hasn't pit yet in 6th position. Thomas Sewell is in 7th. He hasn't made I think maybe he just made a pit stop, maybe, but
Yeah, actually, we see Tony Hilbrands is in the 7th position right now. Daniel Mosteller still on track right now, running in the 13th position, a lap down, but still in the race. Now it gaps, 2.9 seconds between Quentin Warman and Howie Briss. This time by is going to be 27 laps to go. We'll see if Howie takes this opportunity to pit or not.
Quentin's going to stay out of the lap.
Yeah.
Howie Briss coming off turn 3,
And he's
staying
still
out as
staying
well.
out.
Everybody, the whole top 5.
And yeah, we'll see. Looks like Scott's kind of trying to pull away from Sean Williams.
Now, I tell you what, Tony Hilbrands, James Miller, and Nicholas Lavelle, they pitted early. They're probably gaining enough time to where they're going to get the lead
Right.
when these leaders pit. But, I mean, it's going to be a matter of time before Quentin runs them back down. But these guys pitted so early. They're right now, Tony Hilbrands and them guys, they're running almost 2 seconds a lap faster
Right.
than Quentin Warman is right now on these fresh tires. So that just really, really shows the difference here. And Quentin decides to stay out still. Another lap coming to lap 75.
Yeah, they'll definitely be able to pass him. But it's just a matter of can they run out the laps, and will Quentin have enough time to make that ground back up? Because he will have fresher tires and a considerable amount of laps fresher. So it's really just going to be a matter of when he pits, and how big of a gap these drivers will have over him once he does. As you can see right now, they're coming by the start-finish line. And Tony just hit the start-finish line, and Quentin's exiting turn 2.
Yeah, and they
So-
gained a second and a half still that lap. I mean, they are
Right.
they are really gaining a lot of time. But like I said, it's really not going to matter, honestly. Quentin's going to get that time back. But
Right.
you know, unless a time caution comes out, that could be the difference.
Yep, and again, 3.5 seconds between him and Howie Briss. I mean, it's crazy. 25 laps to go.
Yeah, that last time by, Howie Briss actually ran a 1 minute lap time.
Oh, wow.
So
As
that
opposed to Quentin's
yeah, he's-
59.5.
yeah, half a second difference there.
Man. So let's take a look at where Tony Hilbrandt's and these other guys are at now. So Tony again just now passing the start-finish line. Quentin around middle of turn 2. So again, they're continuing to build up a gap here and close on them. It's just, they're just waiting on them to pit.
And leaders still just continue to stay out there.
I'm just wondering how long he can stay out.
Yeah.
Actually, Tony told me earlier, if I can find it here, yeah, the pit window is roughly 35 to 40 laps.
35 to 40. Okay, well.
So, just can't remember when we restarted. I believe we restarted with 56?
Yeah, we restarted on
56
lap
laps to go.
45. So,
Right, so that was 56 laps to go. Yeah, so we've run roughly 32 laps. So,
yeah, they got to
Yeah,
be
we're
getting
definitely-
close for sure.
right, so within the next couple of laps, we should be seeing these guys come down pit road. In fact, we might right here. Nope. Quentin Warman's still staying out. We'll see if Tony Hilbrandt's heads in, or Howie Briss heads in.
I just can't believe how he's not taking the opportunity to
know.
try to do something different. You know, he's losing time every lap right now. Well, that time by he actually gained 0.2 of a second, but
And you can see here comes Tony Hilbrandt's. He's first one, on fresh tires. He's running through turn 3.
and then James Miller right behind him as well on that same strategy. Nicholas Savell. These three right here, they're fast right now. They're gonna probably be 1, 2, 3
Right.
when they pit, and then it's gonna matter if a yellow flag comes out timely for them to get that track position on Quentin
Right.
Warman. That's the only way they can beat him. So that's their strategy. And they're going for it now with just a little over 20 laps to go in this race here at Pocono.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. In a situation like this,
The
you
only
gotta try
way.
something. Gotta try it and just hope that luck is on your side and hope that it works. So, can't blame him for trying. 22 to go. I'd say within, probably either this lap or next lap, we'll probably be seeing Quentin Warman and these other guys come down pit road.
And just looking ahead to next week, these guys are going to go, this is, kind of, I guess they always compare this a little
Ooh.
bit to a road course, whatever, the different turns, 3 turns here. But next week we do go to a road course over at Lime Rock.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that should be a totally interesting race, totally different, obviously, from here. And, yep, that'll be another road course race next week.
Yeah, Lime Rock, to be honest, I consider Lime Rock to be one of my favorite road courses. I always, enjoy watching and running in races at that track. So definitely going to be an interesting one next week.
I
look
believe-
forward to calling that. And
I believe Quentin Warman's coming down pit road this time.
Yep,
Yes, he
he's
is.
heading in. So
And-
see if Howie Briss heads in as well. Howie's going to stay out.
And see, this is why I mean, Howie should have maybe tried to pit a couple laps
Right.
earlier, but he's gonna stay out. He will get that the bonus point for leading a lap. So, at least he'll get that here. But
So now we're
Yeah,
going to
Quentin
see
Warman.
how big of a gap Tony
Yes.
and these guys can build over Quentin when he heads to pit road.
I tell you what, it's gonna be a big gap. I mean, they're gonna
Right.
have a big lead on him. Quentin's just at his pit box right now,
Yeah, here they come by
And-
the start-finish line.
and Tony Hilbrands is already going by
Yeah.
him, and he's still sitting in his pit box. So I
And
mean,
there he
it's gonna
goes
be
exiting.
yep.
I don't know. It's going to be close, and they were all three able to get by him.
He's Quentin's gonna have to drive it pretty hard here, but I still think plenty of time. 20 laps to go. No need to push it too crazy. He can gain this time back, and let's see if Howie Briss, who got that bonus point, looks like yes, he is slowing down low on the corner. He's gonna come down pit road this time by. Scott Shire as well. Sean Williams, all
Sean
three of the
and
top
Charles.
three stay in. Yep, Charles as well. No speeding here. Get to that, 60 miles an hour here.
So now Tony Hilbrandt will cycle to the lead, and they are exiting turn 3 as Quentin is entering turn 3. So yeah, Quentin definitely should be able to make that time back up.
Yeah, and there's no need. He doesn't, like I said, if he just puts some clean laps in, he doesn't need to push. Don't try to hit the wall, wreck the car. Just let's see. This time by, he's about 8 seconds behind right now, Tony Hilbrandt's, but
Yeah.
he should be able to gain that pretty quickly, I would think. And actually, James Miller has caught Tony Hilbrandt's, and this will turn over to the battle for the lead, actually, technically. So, close battle for the lead here.
Yep, we'll see if James can take this opportunity to try to get the lead back. Ooh, man, Tony did have a good turn 2 that last time around. Oh yeah, you can tell right here. I'm watching the time, just the gap cut down. 7.9 seconds here. 7.8, 7.7, 7.6. It is just going down.
It's just gonna keep doing that. I mean, there's this last time by, Tony Hilbrandt's ran a 58.5.
So gap that time
and
was
Quentin
7.6 seconds. Was the gap that last
and Quentin
time.
ran a 57.6, so 0.9 of a second faster that lap was
Wow.
Quentin Warman.
And the gap was 7.6 seconds behind. So let's see what it is this next time. But I mean, again, it's likely not gonna work, but you got to give them props. They had to try something to beat Quentin. So, yeah, I guess it was kind of a last resort type thing that they had to do. But they're gonna try to hold him off for as long as they can. But I don't think they're gonna be able to do it very long. So we'll see what the gap is this time by. Tony Hilbrandt's and James Miller coming by to take 18 laps to go. They just passed the start-finish line. There's Quentin Warman. And the gap, 6.3 seconds at the line. So he gained about 1.3 seconds that last lap.
Yep. So you got to think in about 5 laps, he'll be right there back going for the lead.
Yeah.
But as of right now, there is a battle for the lead. James Miller, Tony Hilbrandt's nose to tail here down the Long Pond straightaway. This is for the lead here. 17 to go.
Yep, and you got to wonder, like, maybe James is wanting to be patient, wants to try to limit the amount of battling, to limit the amount of time that Quentin can gain. I don't know. It's just, but he's already gaining so quickly. So, I really don't think there's much that these guys can do. Let's see what the gap is this time by. Last time was 6.3 seconds, and now this time it's going to be about 5.3, so gained another second that last lap.
And really, these leaders, they're leading the race right now. Right now, they actually would love to see a caution flag because they know that 7 cars coming. They know he's going to get them. He's going to pass them if this stays green. But if they can get a caution flag and jump him in track position, then get equal tires, they do have a legit shot to win this race. But right now, if it stays green to the end, they really just have no shot to win at least. But that they tried it. They tried some strategy. And like I said, if they get a yell, this is going to turn this race totally upside down. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I mean, yellow definitely would change the entire outlook that this race is having. But, it could happen, but we'll just have to see coming to 16 to go. But, yeah, like you said, if it stays green, these guys are basically just sitting ducks.
Yep.
So, see what the
Now,
gap is now.
they could have a chance, though, the gap to Howie Briss is way further. They could jump him, and they could be racing for second, which would be a jump from where they were running. So that could be a possibility.
Yeah,
and Quentin really closing in now.
Quentin gained another about 1.3 seconds that last time, and now cutting the gap down to 3.6 seconds. So he is really eating into that gap. And, pretty soon here, within the next probably 2 laps, I'd say he's going to be right there on the on the back bumper of these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Coming to 15 laps to go here.
To go, and about 3 seconds, gained another second on these guys.
Yep. And they're not even going to be able to race him. I mean, once he catches them, he's just going to go right by them. Nothing they can really do. But as he's gonna get Nicholas Lavelle probably on this lap here as he really closes in here. This will be for third. But it's really going to be close if this stays green. If Howie Briss can catch these guys, it's definitely going to be close.
Oh man!
Man, they are battling though for the lead. It might as well. Hey, you got the lead right now, but don't look too far behind you though. Here comes that 7.
And yep, Quentin has caught Nicholas Lavelle, so he's gonna try to get around him on the outside, and
he'll get the run here and easily have it here, probably going into 1.
Yeah, he should be able to get the run around the outside here. Lavelle trying to battle him, just can't. Yeah, you can see.
And ahead of these guys, oh man, James Miller was actually looking to the inside. Now he's basically pushing Tony down the straightaway here.
Yeah, I'd say probably this next lap we're gonna see Quentin Woman right there with these guys.
Yep.
So this time by, gonna be 13 laps to go, and the gap is 1.4 seconds there at the start-finish line. So yeah, probably next lap I'd say we're gonna see him right there with these guys, and then by 11 to go he's gonna be the leader.
Yep, James Miller couldn't quite get that lead before Quentin got up to there, but Tony Hildebrand's getting some laps led here with this strategy. I mean, they're still going to fight it out for maybe second, maybe third. It's just going to be really close with Howie Briss, but Quentin Warman come through the tunnel turn here right behind these guys. Here he comes.
Oh,
and James Miller hard on the wall.
Oh, man. Should be able to hang on, stay out there in the top 3, but there's Quentin Warman. He's going to might try to hold him off a little bit.
I'd be scared to go to the outside for just watch him hit the wall there, though.
Man, he gets loose again. 12 laps to go. Quentin Warman's
1 and 2
on the inside.
1 and 2 in the points, battling here for second spot.
James trying to hold him up, see if he can't buy Tony a little bit of time here.
Yep. Giving Tony another lap. Here he comes.
See what difference fresh tires makes.
Woo.
Woo.
Oh, there's actually some contact. Holy cow. Man, he hit that left rear and almost turned him there off the corner.
Yeah, he did. But Quentin Warman now up to second, 7/10 behind Tony Hilbrands, and Tony is trying. There's nothing he's going to be able to do.
Look at the difference in the tires.
And,
Nicholas Lavelle's in the wall.
Oh.
I know they're about to battle for the lead, but
and he is like really slow here.
Yeah, he was stuck on the wall.
To yellow.
And they're for the lead. Here he comes. Here comes
Quentin.
Tony's trying to block, but I mean, there's really not much you can do there.
He can't. And there goes Lavelle back to, or not Lavelle, sorry, Quentin Warman back to the race lead with 11 laps to go. Tony's trying to fight on the inside. He's just, and people have asked me, you know, like, people have asked before, you know, what difference does fresh tires make?
Well,
that's the difference.
You've seen it. You've seen it. He ran him down for 7 seconds. And let's quickly go look at Lavelle.
Yeah, let's take a
what
look
a tough
here.
break. And his car
Let's,
is absolutely, the suspension's broke on that thing. I mean,
yeah.
it's all messed up. We'll see what happened to him.
Yeah, let's go take a look at the replay here, and see if we can figure out how this happened. Because that, like you said, the suspension on that thing is broken.
Oh man, destroyed. And the tunnel turn.
See how that happened. Yeah, tunnel turn can bite you, like we've said. So let's take a look at it here. And yeah, the car just pushes off the corner. And yeah, right
that
here
was
he's
a hard
straight
hit
for the wall. Oh man. Yeah, really hard hit there. And he just kind of climbs the wall a couple times.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh.
And he has taken it behind the wall. He is officially out of this race. Tough break for one of the fast guys here tonight. We saw him at times maybe have some pace for Quentin there earlier in the race. Hit the wall a couple times this race. Really got it good that time, and that has absolutely ended his race. He's going to finish about 12th now with that.
And a really tough break for him, man. Like we saw early on, he was driving up through the field. And
yep.
Really unfortunate for his night to end that way. But now Quentin Warman coming by the start-finish line, just 9 laps remaining.
And now, interesting to see Howie Briss in 4th. Can he run down Tony and James and get second place back where he was running? He is gaining. I think he's probably going to have enough time to get it. But the tires, you know, obviously are getting a little bit closer. But he's still, that last lap was about 8/10 quicker than Tony Hilbrand's in second.
Yeah, I definitely think he's got the time to close back in, 2.8 seconds back and closing. So I think he will have enough time to get that spot back. Yeah, you can see there he made up 0.2 there just in the tunnel turn. So really cutting into that gap now and just made up another 2 on the straightaway. So yeah, he definitely should be able to catch back up to Tony and take that second spot. But yeah, Quentin now 2.6 seconds over Tony, and it could be a battle for 3rd if James Miller can close back in on Tony.
Yeah, that time by Tony and James Miller really running equal lap times. But Howie Briss now a second faster than these two, so he's going to get him here in these final few laps.
Yeah, and it may come down to just a few laps to go, and he dare, well, actually, no, never mind. He is already right there, so probably going to be this next lap, maybe with 6 to go, that he catches Tony, and he's already getting right up here to James Miller, who's just dirt tracking the car again.
Yeah, we've seen him dirt tracking this thing all race long. Yeah, very interesting race for James Miller today. You know, did that 2-tire stop earlier, went way in the back, caught the caution at the right time, got the lead, led a little bit, and looks like he's gonna kind of fall back to 4th here as Howie Briss with the better tires gets by him. But
this will definitely be a good run for Scott Shire.
Yes, another top 5. Like I said, moving up in the points, 3rd in points coming in now to tonight. Gonna have another strong run, but you know these two, James Miller, Quentin Warman, really just kind of gapped everybody else in the point standings, and Quentin Warman's gonna, if this stays green, add to that point lead just a little bit more over James Miller.
Yep, now 4.1 seconds is the gap. Howie Briss was able to get by James Miller to get to 3rd, as you saw. And now with 6 laps to go, he is catching Tony Hilbrand from about half a second back.
Should be able to get him here in these next couple set of corners here. And now the interesting thing as these guys are is how he's gonna take second. You know, can Scott Shire maybe run down these guys on the old tires in these final 5 laps? That's gonna be close. As Howie Briss. Oh, we got a car wrecked.
Oh,
Here
Keith.
off turn 2. Yeah.
Keith Lay, yeah. He's off the track, so it's not gonna bring out a yellow.
Wow. I mean, that was a yellow that everybody but Quentin was hoping for,
Right.
and
Let's go take a look at the replay and see how that
I'm actually
happened.
a little surprised the yellow didn't come out for that. He was sideways on the racetrack. If you take a look at a replay.
Let's take a look here and see. Again, the tunnel turn is biting people left and right. Just pushes a lot there. Yeah, I mean, he was relatively sideways on the track, so yeah, I'm like you.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised that that wasn't a yellow, but yeah, so we're staying green. A little spin there out of Keith Lay.
Yeah, kind of the same situation we saw there with Lavelle when he got in the wall really hard off the tunnel. Just
Yeah.
you know, car gets tight. They're trying to stay in the gas though to keep that speed, and once you're already way up out of there, it's hard to keep it off that wall, even if you're out of the gas. And yeah, really no grip up there in the tunnel turn.
Yeah, and while that was going on, we saw Howie Briss was able to get by Tony Hilbrands, and now he is up into the second position. Just 4 laps remain now, and Quentin has a 5.2 second lead over Howie Briss.
Yeah, I think the battle here in these final 4 laps is going to be if Scott Shire can gain, and I think he's going to get James Miller for sure. He's closing in for that 4th spot. And how about Charles Jurek right behind Scott as well in 6th? Can he get up into the top 5? And Sean Williams isn't too far back either, so a lot of fresh tires, well, fresher tires than Tony and James coming here behind him. This could be some good battles here coming to the line here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to the wire to see. If these
Oh yeah,
guys can
Charles
get
has got a
through
really good run on
top
Scott
5.
here going into 3.
Oh yeah, and he's
Here
going
he
to go down to
comes.
the inside. What a run this would be if Charles can get a top 5 here, potentially
How
P4.
about that? Yeah.
We'll see in the midst of this battling, we'll see if they can still catch James Miller here. Definitely think he'll be able to.
3 to go.
Yeah, gap's 1.2 seconds there. Oh yeah, and he gains a lot on him
Yes.
there through turn 1.
This is all going to be for that 4th position. I think Tony Hilbrands is safe. I think he's going to hang on to 3rd. But the battle is going to be for 4th between all these cars.
Yep, and James, if you're James Miller, you're just like, oh man,
Yeah.
I can't catch a break right now.
Oh, Sean Williams got a good
Oh,
run.
and
Scott
James
behind-
slams
oh,
the
and
wall,
well, now
yeah.
it's really over.
Yeah, yeah. But I tell you what, though, could be an interesting battle for the top 5 between Scott Shire.
Yep, and wow, look at
Sean
Sean
Williams.
just really
Sean
go by.
driving
Scott
through.
missed the corner there.
Scott's going to try to arc it back and get a run off, though. See if he can do it. And there goes
Oh,
James
hit.
pulling down.
Could put Charles Jurek into 4th now.
Like I was saying, a great run this would be for Charles. Started 7th.
And now we'll see if James can hang on to that top 5 in 5th. Sean Williams in 6th behind him, Scott Shire. 2 laps to go. Nothing's changed up front. 5-second lead for Quentin Warman.
Yep, and this time by, Quentin's going to be coming to take the white flag here. I tell you what, it has been a dominating performance.
Yes. And we talked about it earlier, you know, Quentin does have 3 wins this year, but it's been since Las Vegas, since he last won, which was way back March 15th. So it's been quite some time, actually, since he got a win. He did win the All-Star race, but as far as a points race, been quite a bit of time.
It's been almost 3 months. So definitely he's been on a winless drought here as far as points races go. But he's looking to end that today as he heads down the back straightaway for the final time. Howie Briss solidly in second. Charles Jurek there actually trying to close in on Tony Hilbrands. I don't think he's gonna have enough time.
Yep.
But
Yep.
if he
Really
had,
quick, Sean Williams to move to 5th.
oh yeah,
Just want to mention that. So
and then yeah, he's trying. He's just not gonna have enough time. If he had another lap or two, I'd definitely say that he would. But it's this man right here.
yes.
Been on a winless streak for close to 3 months, but that's going to end today. Checkered flag is out for Quentin Warman. He takes the victory here tonight from Pocono Raceway. Howie Brisk coming around down the front stretch. He will finish in the 2nd position. And Tony Hilbrand's going to be able to hold off Charles Jurek for 3rd. And speaking of Charles Jurek, good run for him, P4.
Yes.
And rounding out the top 5 is Sean Williams.
And James Miller did fall all the way back to 7th through all that. So tough break for him. But again, congrats to Quentin Warman. I mean, what a performance here tonight we saw. And we'll get him down here soon. We'll talk to him. We'll talk to our top 3.
Yep, absolutely. Finally ending that winless streak that he's had. His 4th win, I believe, of the season.
Yes.
So continuing to show that he can, contend for wins and win these races and dominate doing it. So he's going to come around this time by and do some burnouts for us here. And we will get your top 3 up here to get interviewed, starting with Tony Hilbrand. So let's let Quentin give him a minute to celebrate. And we'll get these guys up here for interviews.
Oh, man, he backs into the
So
wall a
wild.
little bit on his burnout.
Hey, it's after the race. Doesn't matter if you damage the car or not after the race.
All right.
So let's get your 3rd place finisher up here, Tony
All right, here he
Hilbrand.
is right now.
Hey, Tony, you got a copy.
How's it going?
Going pretty good, man. So, bringing home P3 tonight. Almost got caught by Charles Jurek on the fresh tires, but you were able to hang on for a podium. Overall, how would you say your race went for you?
The first one was great, and then I don't know what happened on the second run, but my tires were not. They didn't react the way it did the first run. And then that third restart, I got stuck on the outside and killed my tire. So I had to do some strategy, and it almost worked out. I was hoping there'd be a caution with like 5 to 10 to go. It would have really helped us. I don't know what happened with James. He just started losing it. We did pick up 3 spots from where we were running with that strategy, so I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, man, for sure. So, next week we're heading to, I believe it's Jared said Lime Rock is where we're headed next week. Yeah, so, not a usual road course that we see run with these cars, but, heading into that race, what are your plans going to be?
The track and not get hit. If that happens, then I think we could pull off a top 5.
That's what I like to hear, man. Well, do you have anybody you want to thank here tonight?
Everyone who comes out to race, all the fans for watching, and you guys definitely for broadcasting. I just hope we put out a good show. It was fun on track, and yeah, thanks everybody for watching and hanging out.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and we'll see you next week. Next week at Lime Rock. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, you guys have a good one too.
All right, that was your 3rd place finisher, Tony Hilbrand, and now we're going to hand it over to Jared. He's here with Howie Briss, who finished 2nd.
Yep. Oh, there we go. We're here with our 2nd place finisher tonight, Howie Briss. Howie Briss, got a copy?
Get a copy.
Hey, man. Been on a roll lately, a couple wins in the last month, another 2nd place run tonight. Quentin Warman, I mean, just was so fast tonight, like we've seen all season long. But 2nd place tonight, just kind of tell us about your run and, your feelings after getting 2nd here tonight at Pocono.
I'll tell you one thing. You guys should have been here last week because you missed a good show, but dang, Quentin just pulled away. I mean, I thought I was going to get him, but then he got the jump on us. But, man, he's fast, but I don't know if we can catch him or not, but I have a feeling we'll get up there with him.
Yeah, one thing I was talking about during the race there, we're a lot of green flag racing here at Pocono, a lot of green flag pit stops, tires obviously were huge today. You guys had about almost 3 seconds of fall off, pretty crazy. But if you had to go back and maybe try to short pit a little bit to gain, how come you didn't think about that? Or if you had to redo it, would you try maybe something different when you decided to pit under green there that last run?
Yeah, I probably would have short pitted there. I mean, I was thinking about it, but I'm like, nah, I just want to get the jump on Quinn because if I do that, I'll get a bonus point. And of course, leading a lap gives you a bonus point, and that's what I did. Thought about points. I already have the wins to prove it, but I just need right now, so ninth. So
Well, there you go. Well, next week we go to a lot different racetrack, Lime Rock. How do you feel about that next week?
I'm in danger. All right, I'm in danger because jeepers, I have a love and hate relationship with that track, so we'll see how it goes. Aaron's probably going to show up and win the dang thing anyway, and Quinn's going to get, I don't know, second, and then I'm going to finish third. So that's probably your top three there, folks.
Already calling the shots for next week at Lime Rock. Well, Howie, second place again tonight. Any shout outs or thank yous you want to give for your run tonight?
Yeah, Tony Hillbrands for putting out the session, racing me clean anyway. You guys for putting on the broadcast. Grandmother and granddad upstairs, they're probably watching it. Some of my coworkers at work, I think they were actually watching the race as well. Who else am I missing? Aunt Stephanie, mom, dad. Joe Thomas, he actually won last night. Congratulations on him, and thank him for supporting me as well. And also all the 97 fans out there, they got to be real happy at this second. But don't worry, folks, we'll get that win.
All right, awesome, man. A lot of thank yous there. I like to hear that. All right, congrats again, and we'll see you next week, man.
Yes, see you guys next week. I will see you all on the flip side.
All right, see you, Howie. All right, that was your second place finisher here tonight, Howie Briss. Always fun getting to talk to Howie. So now we're gonna get your race winner up here in the booth. Hey, Quentin, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. So you bring home the win tonight, ending the winless drought, and I believe your fourth win of the season, man. So how does it feel to get another win?
I'm honestly really happy to win this race because I haven't won a points race since Las Vegas. And I would say I dominated that race, but
Hey, I mean, you're really not too wrong, man. So next week we're heading to Lime Rock, and you've shown that you can be pretty fast on the road courses as well. So, what are your plans and expectations heading into that race?
not sure as of right now. I like Lime Rock, but also hate it. But I'm not sure how that's gonna go because it's like a love-hate track for me.
Yeah, that's what Howie was saying as well. So, finally, man, do you have any shout-outs or thank yous you want to give for this win?
My family watched this entire race. Shout out to them. And Howie for giving me a challenge for the win, and Tony for that little battle we had.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and we'll see you next week. Congrats on the win.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, that was Quentin Warman there, bringing home the win here tonight from the Pocono Raceway. And finally, folks, we will get a look at your race results here. We can get them pulled up on the screen. It's done this to me before. Don't know why the results won't pull up. But, try to get them pulled up here. There we go. Alright, so there are your results here. Quentin Warman bringing home the win by just under 5 seconds over Howie Briss. Tony Hillbrand's going to take the third position. Charles Jurek, a good run for him, brings home fourth. And Sean Williams will round out the top 5. Scott Shire bringing home in 6th. James Miller couldn't quite hang on to that top 5 on the old tires, finishes in 7th. Thomas Sewell 8th, James Colabali 9th, and Michael Ashmore will round out the top 10. First car won that down.
Yep, then obviously the rest of these cars here having trouble tonight. Matthew Fitz bringing home 11th. Nicholas Lavelle 12th. That's a guy who really had a shot maybe to contend for the win tonight. Had some trouble, made some mistakes tonight, though, unfortunately brings it home in 12th. Daniel Mosteller, we saw him go for a spin in this race. He'll finish in 13th. Keith Lay had some trouble in this race as well. Had a couple spins. brings home 14th, 22 laps down. Tom Mercier, 15th, 45 laps down. Really didn't have a lot of pace tonight. Not quite sure what happened and why he's out of the race, but unfortunately, not too good of a run for him in 15th. And Howie Detrey was your final one that actually started this race in 16th. And then Patrick Colby also finished 17th, but did not start the race.
And there are your race results here tonight from the Pocono Raceway, folks. And that will conclude our coverage this week of the Velocity Racing League. Be sure to stay tuned this time next Monday night from Lime Rock Park, which I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen stock cars race on that track, so it's actually
Neither have I.
definitely going to be one interesting race. I personally really like that road course. We'll just have to see who the fast one is and who some of the slow guys are. But yeah, thank you all so much for choosing the High Speed Racing Network as your form of sim racing entertainment on this Monday night. If you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and like this live stream and share it with your friends. So thank you all so much for watching. We hope you have a great rest of your night, and we will see you all in the next race.